and welcome to Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments and whether or not they made them into jokes. This week's guest is Chinedu Unaka. We talked about some things that I was not expecting because I can very much relate to. He was also a bedwetter. What? Although he did stop in the 4th grade. So, little different there. And then we talked about we both have feet problems. So, if you guys pee yourself and have a wide foot, this episode is for you. Also, please check out the Patreon where we talk about what it is like to be in a relationship while being a stand-up comedian and being on the road and busy, and also why a lot of our friends are still single. He had some great words of wisdom. Make sure to like and subscribe, share with a friend, and this week's sponsor is Spoon. It is a live audio broadcast app, and I have a show on there called Comedy and Coffee. You could check out every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you, and enjoy the episode. Cheers. We're doing it.
Cheers. Okay.
Thanks for making it over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Summer's officially here, too, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, too. You know, I'm from LA, so this is a very light jacket.
I was going to say.
It's not what you think it is. It's not what you think. It's so light, I promise you. I guess I could just wear the t-shirt, but we're here already, so fuck it.
But jackets look better.
Yeah, I'm just a jacket guy. You know, I'm a jacket guy. I think on stage too. See, Maddie, he shows the biceps on stage. I try to be humble with it, you know, because I already see the way the boyfriends are looking at me when I walk on stage. I'm like, guys, it's not about that. I'm just here to tell these jokes, you know.
I love jackets on stage because I have no style. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm just like t-shirt, jeans. But if I could put on cool shoes and a jacket.
It makes the outfit.
Oh.
It literally does. I feel like a t-shirt's just not enough for me. So I feel this, I feel like we're in the same boat. And I just never been, I know how to dress, but I've never been a great dresser because my feet aren't like regular. So a lot of shoes I can't wear, and the shoes makes the outfit.
What's wrong with your feet?
They're like they're a little flat, but it's also they kind of face out a little bit. Like I'm always in like first ballet position a little bit. You know what I mean? Luckily from LA, that's how a lot of people stand just naturally. So I just look like I'm just from the city, but my bones are like that. And shoes don't work that way, and so the inside of shoes are like protruding. So usually like wider shoes work better for me. But only so many like shoe brands like just make them like that.
I have wide feet. What up, boys?
Yeah. I was like, where they at? Forgot where.
They all come out of the closet.
Like,
come on out.
What up, yo? Live audience. Hell yeah, this is dope.
I have like the outside of my foot. So I have it's called a bunionette. So it's like, I'll show you. Hey, it's like here.
So, oh wow, it's like a sixth toe.
Shit's growing.
Yeah.
And so I have to like the outside of my shoes.
Hurts, huh?
Yeah, they like I used to wear Converse and they'd start ripping. So I had to get wide shoes.
Yeah.
And I also walk like that, but like it's more like.
Do your feet face that way or just walk like that?
I think I lean out.
You lean out. Got you like pronated. I think.
Yeah. So. But
yeah, my bones are like. And so inside the shoes, they like. I remember one time it was so embarrassing, man. I was in elementary school, and I think it was like a rainy day, and it was like a rainy day, but it kind of dried out. So when we came out for recess, there was like some dry spots, some wet spots. Mm-hmm. And so I walked through a puddle, and I was like just like walking like on the, and someone was like, "Yo, is there a fucking like duck at the school?" I was like, "Well, yeah, it was me." I was like, "Well, I think I'm officially insecure about my feet now for the rest of my life."
So my feet, my dad has my feet, and my grandma on his side has. So is your family? Is it a genetic thing?
No.
I'm like, is it a genetic?
That's what sucks too. I'm the only one with it. I think it might. I don't know what it is because like my whole family, they all wear glasses. 4 kids. My mom had 5 kids, including myself, and you know my mom and dad, they all wear glasses except for me, and I'm the only one with these feet. So I'm the only comic as well. Everybody else is like traditional jobs. So I'm just like an oddball. Maybe I have a different dad. I don't know about it, but.
But if you had the choice, would you take the feet with good vision, or would you rather have glasses and regular
that's a great
feet?
fucking question, man. I mean, how bad is the vision? Because my older brother's vision is really bad.
Yeah, what he has, what your family has. So let's say your
It's
brother.
different levels.
Okay.
I'll go with moderately. Like if glasses gives me 20/20 or something very close, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I look good in glasses. I just
glasses
don't
are
need.
cool.
I have no necessary to wear. I have like no need to wear them. I would definitely go with the glasses versus the feet.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Because you could get LASIK. Also, that's another thing. Speaking like
Get
shoes
LASIK.
and jacket,
Yeah.
shoes and jackets. Like I see comics like on pods and stuff with sick glasses, and I've
Yes.
had the thought, but I just don't have it in me to like fake glasses.
Right.
But I've looked on Amazon.
I mean, it's not a big deal because even men out here wearing wedges. They are literally selling. No one's talking about this, but they're literally selling wedges right now, and I've seen men wearing them, and they're getting away with it, and I think it's cool. I think fuck it, man. Yeah, do it. It's way cheaper than actually like getting the knee lengthening
Oh my God,
surgery.
I've seen that.
I've seen that too. I like don't do that.
No.
But yeah, little wedges make you feeling good, man. Wear them
Are
wedges.
they like insoles?
You seen Converse? They literally just wedges, bro. Like straight
Oh,
up.
I actually have a
Yeah,
pair.
big blocky.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
have a pair of shoes that have wedges, but I'm a girl, so
Yeah.
it's like a girl heel.
Exactly. It's normal. It's essentially what the girls been doing, putting on men's shoes. And everybody pretends they don't see it. And I don't want to be an asshole to point them out. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, fuck it. We're not going to call them wedges. We need like another, we need a name for the
Wedges.
men version.
I don't know. Wedges is a lot nicer than heels.
Now, wedges is way funnier than heels. Heels is
Wasn't
like,
there a Seinfeld episode where like they put the insoles? I
yeah,
think.
like you wear heels.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, heels is bad.
Heels is words for sure, but wedges is like you're poking fun, but you're being slick about it. Like, oh, I like your wedges. You're like,
Yeah. Did you just call me short?
that's essentially what it is. Because the heels by itself, it really is like a block of like extra. But I respect it, man. Because if there is something I could put in my foot to just make it look, I wouldn't think twice.
The feet too. Like I looked into surgery for mine. Feet surgery is like basically not worth it.
Yeah, they're pretty much out of business for a year.
Yep.
6 months each foot. And they're telling you it's not guaranteed you could run the same or play sports, etc.
Or that it'll even work.
Or they'll even work. It merely might just collapse. Like just one day I'm on stage and my feet just boom, just the metal just can't take it. Or have like way older, and then I'll have like feet problems. Yeah, I'm like,
But that video would go viral though.
for sure. They actually tell you when you're younger, it's the best time to do it. They suggested it to my mom, but I think because the percentage wasn't like, I think maybe during that time it wasn't as like bulletproof, or maybe with the insurance she had, it wasn't bulletproof. They're like, listen, man, you have your HMO, so.
Oh God.
Good luck,
Yeah, and you're from LA, and I've learned a lot about LA healthcare.
Yeah.
It's no healthcare.
Period, man. You're on your own out here.
It's just for show. There you go.
Oh, man. So yeah, that's why my outfits. I dress decently, but the way I would dress, if I could wear any shoe, oh my God, I would be so into clothes. I probably save a lot of money having these feet because I would be so more into clothes than I am right now.
Shoes are expensive, so I think it's a blessing in disguise.
For sure, because a lot of money money would just be pouring out of me nonstop.
Wait, one final shoe question. In case anyone's listening, it's like, that's my feet. What kind of shoes do you wear then?
Well, I'm big on Crocs right now.
Oh,
I wear a lot of
I love Crocs.
Salehi Bembury? He's like his fashion guy, and he teamed up with Crocs to make his own specialized Crocs, and it's like the mold of the shoe is based off his fingerprint. So they're really cool. LeBron like wore them. That's how I noticed them. And then I bought them, and then they kind of like, instead of like curving in like a natural shoe, they just like, it's like straight shot.
Nice.
So you can't. So that hides
There's
it well.
room.
I have like some Yeezys on right now. Those some Yeezys are made a little bit wider naturally.
The stretchy sock kind of shoe I buy.
Yeah, those are
nice.
good. Some Jordans like the 4s and the 5s are solid. Shit like that, man. But boots are fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's limited, man. Like the Jordan ones, forget about it. Not only are they painful, but they look horrible. You can see the Nike sign from the side, from the front. It looks horrible, man. And it breaks my heart because that's like the classic comedy shoe, you know?
Yep, it is. They
The
look
Jordan
good.
1.
But it's just kind of like the Converse. Those are
Yeah,
kind of like
the
similar. They're
Chucks,
very
too.
thin.
They're so painful when I wear Chuck Taylors. I will, you know? But still I rise like a phoenix in the dark.
Your feet go up first.
Yeah. There's so many pictures of me like sitting on the stool doing stand-up comedy, and people are like, man, Chin, you're so relaxed up there. You're so cool. Like, bro, I'm just in pain. I can't stand that long.
They only knew.
Thanks, bro. I don't go to no clubs where I can't sit down. Don't invite me nowhere if there's not seats. I'll be on the phone with the club. Do you guys have seats? Like a lot of them? All right.
Oh, God.
For real.
It is really funny thinking about all the little things people deal with that just nobody knows.
Nobody knows, man. You know? Like, Chin, you got an interesting walk. Like, yes, I'm fucking handicapped. Thanks. Appreciate you noticing.
Oh, God.
Is that a duck? I'll never forget that. I don't know. I can't remember who said it. I'll never forget. I was like,
duck.
just close my eyes. Like,
Oh, yeah, so that's my family thing. So the footprint because we're from Florida, like the beach footprint, because like our pinky toes kind of go up. The Martino, like instead of the duck, we have like a four toe imprint because the pinky toe doesn't hit the sand.
that's so funny.
So we just call that the Martino stand.
Oh man, it looked like someone just been through a horrible accident. Like, oh my God, somebody lost their toe.
Oh, the poor person.
Look, there's no pinky toe in the footprint. They're searching animals with 4 toes. What kind of animal is this big with 4 toes?
Yeah, it's on one of those alien shows where they really think it's something. It's just
we don't have any evidence, but we believe there was a dinosaur at the Hermosa Beach last night.
Yeah. That's my foot.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
I know your pain for sure.
Anyone listening with weird feet, you're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone. You're loved. There are socks out there for you. There are shoes out there for you. Just keep looking, keep searching.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Man, when Crocs came in style, I was like, God, thank you.
I can't believe they made a comeback.
Man, I didn't even know about them. The first release.
You missed the first round?
When was that? That was like.
I think, it was in like 2008.
Never heard about Crocs.
Wow.
I wish. Had no idea. You know what's funny? The first time I tried them on, it was ironic. I was headed to like what do you call those things? Pajama party for somebody's birthday. And I was like, oh, I need some kind of shoes I can wear in the house because I'm with my flat ass feet. And somebody like, is that a duck? You know? So I was like, I need some shoes. So I was like, oh, I should maybe buy some Crocs. And I was just being like funny about it. And I put my feet in them. I was like, oh my God. And there was like, no. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a Crockhead. From that, I was a Crockhead from that point on.
They think they really made their stamp this time around.
Man.
Anytime I'm like feeling down about my career, I'm like, hey, Crocs made a comeback. Kias, anyone can come back.
I didn't sold my Blockbuster stock.
You didn't?
Still got it. Still just waiting on that IP to. Because I feel like we're gonna reach we're gonna be like content overload, and people's like, all right, back to DVDs.
It's just too much.
It is a lot. Man.
I loved going to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
That was the shit. I still have my card.
Man, Blockbuster. Yeah. When you have to work that hard for a movie, you actually watch it. I'll spend the 2 hours I have to watch a movie searching.
Yep.
Literally 2 hours just reading synopsis, different characters, shit. And, you know, if the movie doesn't catch me in 10 minutes, I give up.
That's what I do.
That's not healthy.
It's not good. And I feel bad, but like I get like kind of like a FOMO of like, I don't want to waste my time watching this if there's something better.
Right.
Because I can tell I don't like it.
But that's I mean, and that's real, right? That's legitimate. Because of the options, we actually probably enjoy less, if that makes sense, right? It's almost like with like relationships per se.
I was just gonna say that
that's out there. Like people are just way less patient with each other because like I could just jump right back on the app. You know that whole Beyonce line, "I could find another you in a minute," literally came into true. Like, and that wasn't supposed to be. That was like, you know, exaggeration. And then now it's like kind of some people really live that life, you know.
Oh, that would
man.
If it's miserable with Netflix,
Yeah.
I Can't imagine dating like
Facts,
that.
man. People like, oh, my grandparents, they were together for 60 years. Yeah, because he had 3 options when he met your grandma. The other 2 got married already.
Mm-hmm. And they said that back then you just dated who was in your radius, like your apartment building or whatever.
Seriously, horse and buggy. That's yeah.
Didn't go far.
It's too much. It's like, yo, if I find a girl with 2 eyes within 3 miles, I'm going to marry her. You have my word.
Till the day I die.
4 toes. I don't give a fuck. It's going to happen.
That should have been my era.
Facts, man. No, we all missed out. Trust me.
Man, I wonder, like, I always do think, like, would I have been happier back then? But then I'm like, no.
Nah. That's, there's a lot of things. Yeah. I've seen some Great Depression photos. I'm like, yeah, I'll take this generation for sure.
It's just when you think of like a simple life, and then that's the only positive thing you could think of.
Right.
But it wasn't simple. It was miserable.
For sure. Exactly. And I'm pretty sure they hear us talk now, and they were like, would you guys just shut and just enjoy the golden years?
I know.
Yes, gas is a little high.
There's too many movies.
You know why our gas was 30 cents? Because our car couldn't go above 15 miles per hour. Just shut up and enjoy your golden years.
Speaking of complaining, so the first segment, and if you don't have anything, we can harp on mine, is called The Weekly Wiener.
Okay.
And it is something or someone that bugs you more than it should. Like something that grinds your gears. And I have one. I'll save mine first so you could think if you need to think.
Okay, I think I have mine.
You got one?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
It's up to you. What do you prefer?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, you want me to go? This is a traffic thing.
Okay.
And I see it
always.
all the time. And low key, it's a metaphor almost to life. Right? Have you noticed when you're trying to merge? So first of all, if you want to merge in LA, you need to make sure it's safe first, and then you signal you're going to merge. That's your best chance. If you signal first and then you try to merge, forget about it.
They already got they got the FUs
They already
going.
know you're not, So I hate it when there's a car going really slow and you need to merge and there's plenty of space to merge. But as soon as that car feels like you want to merge, it speeds up. And I'm like, bro, you are obviously happy in your car, texting, enjoying your little sweet coffee, not caring about moving forward. But as soon as a car wants to, now all of a sudden you want to, you know what I mean? That's a metaphor for life. Because a lot of people don't even have interest in like taking advantage of the opportunities in front of them or moving forward with whatever that might be. But as soon as somebody else comes in, you know what I mean?
Yes.
They don't want to do the work to get that thing or to, move forward, but they rather just keep everybody from getting it too. Yeah, I like that.
That is spot on. Yeah, I forgot which guest it was. I'm blanking right now, but I had a guest say like, I never realized that like I think drivers in LA are bad because a lot of them are narcissistic. So they're only thinking about themselves while driving. Like that characteristic follows them through life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like why everyone's kind of like that rudeness.
I wonder, I guess it's about that. I think that's for sure plays a part. I think it's just a lot of people too. I think that plays a part. That does make sense. I think that could be true. It's just a lot of people, man, in a small space. Because I've been in other places, like around the country, driving, show to show sometimes. And I was like, oh, wow, look at this. Traffic is beautiful. First of all, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right? So I think when you just live in that like every day, you're already maybe carrying some road rage from 10 minutes before that car don't even know about,
Yeah.
It might, I don't know.
Prior trauma today on my way to Starbucks. So it's like I was on the Brea and there's the merge lane, like the whole like cement in the way, like to shoot you into that. Like,
yeah.
So it's supposed to go car, like every other car should let you in.
Exactly.
So my car wasn't. And if you live out here long enough or you've lived here forever, if they're not going to let you in, you just go in.
Right.
Facts. I know it's my turn, so I'm doing the correct thing. So I just made sure I was going because what are you going to do? Hit me?
Yeah.
And because we're bumper and bumper. And she slammed on her horn and started flicking me off. And I have no road rage. So it's always just humorous to me.
Yeah, man. See, if that was
Have
me,
it.
that's when I play, like, I use racism in my favor. I keep a little wave cap and my little glove coupon, put it on. I put on some loud ass gangsterist rap music. I'm like, little do they know I'm the kindest soul, but they don't know that,
Oh yeah, white girl, they hate me. I'm
Yeah.
like,
It's not even you. It's just they have this angst about their life, and you're just a target now.
I'm just in it.
Yeah.
The wrong place, wrong time.
Get a wave cap on. You should put a wave cap on, play some fucking Iggy Azalea hella
Yeah,
loud.
try it out.
Or some Rihanna. Bitch, you better have my money.
Oh, yeah,
They're like,
play
whoa,
Rihanna,
we don't know
yeah.
what she's into.
They slam into me. I'm like, damn it, it didn't work.
Right. Not facts.
All right, so my wiener has happened to me 3 times in the last week, and I'm
Okay.
excited to talk about it, and it's so stupid. So it's when you order something, they mess up.
Okay.
So one was I ordered these sweatpants, and they were on sale since it's summer, and they sent
Right.
That's when I get my
She gets
sweatpants.
it. Oh, I get all my winter clothes in the summer. Oh, Banana Republic? Yes, sir.
I know. It's like crazy
It's
discounts.
the best time.
And they sent it was like a matching like top and bottom. And they sent me, it was supposed to be a small, and they sent a small top and a large bottom.
Oh, no.
And what they do,
I mean, some women are shaped that way.
I mean, goals, not there
Facts.
yet. I'm working on it. I'm on a booty program.
I'm joking.
I'm trying.
That's so funny.
But until that happens, so the thing is, so then that, and then a pair of shoes I ordered got delivered to a different apartment. Like they sent the photo.
The same company?
Different company.
Okay.
But it got sent to like another mail room when they showed the photo.
Yeah.
And then there was like one other thing. But anyway, so what they do is like when they are in the wrong, none of them fix it.
Really?
Like the sweatpants are like, sorry, we don't have any. They're out of stock now.
But you get your money back.
Got my money back.
Do you have to return the pants?
But I have to return the pants. So
Wow.
I'm inconvenienced.
Wow.
And then the shoes, they just sent a refund a week later. But like I would have just rather them like, here, sorry, we'll expedite the shoes, a new pair right now.
Yeah.
Don't give me the refund a week later and make me reorder them.
Right.
I'm busy. That
Right.
took time to do.
Right.
And then I don't want to go to the mall to drop off some sweatpants or
Right.
go to UPS. That's 30 minutes of my day.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
And here's the thing. They know they didn't have them in stock.
Yeah.
Right? They sent you a larger pant because they are banking that you are too lazy to go or too busy to return those pants.
Right.
And a lot of people are.
'Cause
And they
we're
know
busy.
it. Yeah. Or some people might be just make so much fucking money.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They chalk it off as the cost of business where they won't even bother
Yeah.
doing that. And companies do this on purpose because they kind of study human tendencies and they make money off of it. So the fact that you went out and like still went through the process, kudos to you. But the only reason they actually even they know they know what they didn't have small no more.
Damn it.
They were hoping that you would just accept a large, give it as a gift, and say fuck it.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not backing
Shout
down.
out to you, man, because I know I've been victim of like I never returned that thing. I have 3 weeks. And
Yeah.
the time just goes. You kind of forget about it, and you just gotta take the loss.
But I worked in restaurants for so long, and it's like the customer always
Yeah.
right thing was like ingrained in me still. So I'm like, if you guys mess up, just fix it.
That's what it should be.
Or give me like a discount or like a gift card.
Yeah.
Some little thing that makes you happy about
Yeah.
it.
You know the way you get them to act like that, and it's unfortunate you have to do this now. You just tweet them.
Oh my God.
No, seriously, you just tweet the company like, "Oh wow, I asked for small, I ordered small. You guys send me a large, and then I have to do all this. Da da da. I'm so sorry. Here's $25 gift card. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
the whole Karen probably would have never happened if everyone just had better customer
We
service.
need more Karens in the world.
I know.
I think people don't realize, as long as Karens are using their powers for good.
Yeah.
Because we all, let's be clear about this. Everybody's been a Karen. We all have Karen tendencies in our life and different reasons. And, being a Karen, as long as you're using your powers for the greater good against the companies, we need Karens to fight the Jeff Bezos of the world,
Yeah.
to fight the Elon Musk. We don't need Karens to bother people. in the park. But
yeah, different Karens.
yeah, but Karens are necessary, man. It's the reasons, we have FDA rules and it's the reason, a lot of menus are laminated and stuff like that. Like that's like a Karen got that menu laminated. They should just hand you a dirty ass menu back in the day. And the Karen said, enough, man, enough. And that's how menus are laminated now. No one, you know what I mean? Only a Karen's going to like complain about a dirty menu. People just kind of just,
That is so funny when you get a menu just covered in shit.
Yeah,
like,
and like, well, the food looks good, so I'm not going to complain. If anything, you're excited. Like, well, these motherfuckers
they liked it.
They don't have time to clean their hands before they order something else.
Yeah, it's really a good sign.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So there, you need that balance in the world.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely, because I can't. That I can return something, but then I don't have it in me to do the next step.
Yeah.
But
shout out to you, because people like you that make sure you do return it, they're like, all right, well, maybe, if they're like, we should just probably do it the right way.
I hope I made a difference.
We're losing good customers. You got to send a scathing email. I will never shop here again.
You made my ass feel small.
Yeah. I feel like that's how some fashion trends start.
Yeah.
People are just too lazy to return shit. They're like, fuck it, bro. Small top, large bottom.
That's how Billie Eilish's whole career started.
It's like whatever size they send me, that's what I'm rolling with, bro. That's where the halter top came from. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. Crop top it is. Yeah. Fuck it. Style that motherfucker.
Oh, it's true. So look at the good wieners. So the next segment is I like to talk about, and the reason I started the podcast is like embarrassing or miserable, just like shitty moments that you make into jokes.
Okay.
So like not the jokes, don't have to say any jokes, just like moments that you turned in. And I also think it's interesting to think of like things that you tried that didn't work as jokes,
right.
Or like when some things you're like, I just don't want to talk about this on stage.
Right. Nah, that's
like
great.
So much to it. And also it's like interesting because so many people are different. Like some people's material is like no moments.
Self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
And then some is all.
Yeah.
And
or some's like a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your material?
I feel like I'm definitely like I'm a balance, I think I don't mind making fun of myself. I think I think as a comic, you got to be able to laugh at yourself if you're gonna like laugh at others. Yeah. So I think it's fair. There's some sensitive comics out here, though. Believe it. I think it's a little fair.
I agree. It's fair.
I mean? So, but it's definitely a balance because I have like other thoughts versus just like things I've been through. But I definitely try to pull from like places where and usually embarrassing things are the stuff that like sticks with you the most.
Totally.
Outside of like the things that were like really awesome. So yeah, I like the most recent joke I think I'm doing about like something that really happened was I stopped peeing in bed a little late as a child.
Do you know anything about my pee problems?
No.
Oh God.
No, I did no research for that at all. I'm so sorry. Did not get that email.
It's so funny. Yeah, you shouldn't. But I just have jokes about it. But
you went through this for real?
But long story short, different. But big time, yes. When I started drinking alcohol, I would pee the bed every time.
Every time. But it wasn't like normal drinking then.
Yeah.
It was fucking raging.
Pretty good at drinking.
Yeah. Oh man. My liver would just quit on me. And then my large intestines would just stop working.
So it turns out though I've always had peed a lot before ever drinking. That was just too much for my body to handle.
The bladder issue.
Yeah.
Right.
But
quick bladder.
Yeah, I have an overactive bladder.
I wonder if that goes with the feet because I'm pretty sure my bladder is overactive. And it's always embarrassing like when the only one in coffee shop like peeing twice. You know what I mean?
I always think people think I have a coke problem or like I have this inner monologue that people are watching me pee multiple times.
You know, that's so funny that you said the coke problem thing because I thought going like this to the bathroom, like walking I thought like I'm convincing people I need to blow my nose versus like take another piss, 10 seconds later. But realize they're like, this guy's doing coke and fucking sipping Zonder.
Funny.
I really thought I was like throwing him off my bladder.
Well, you did throw him off.
Yeah, thinking like, I'm just blowing my nose. I'm like, this guy's the most calmest Coke user. He just comes back and just starts vibing again.
Yeah, wow. I need to get what he's
having. I'm gonna stop doing that.
Okay, so wait, what happened to you recently?
Well, no, that's the joke.
Oh, like going to the bathroom every time?
Well, like talking about peeing in bed. That's the joke I've been doing recently in terms of like something I actually went through.
Were you younger?
Oh, I was younger. Yeah. This wasn't like See, your issue is more like you could stop that.
Yeah, I did stop that.
You have power.
But I still pee. I do sober pee.
For sure,
lot.
but not in the bed.
No, not in the bed.
And it's okay if you do.
Do you know? Not in the bed.
No judgment.
Not in the bed. Do you know Mark Norman and Sarah Silverman both have bladder issues, pee problems?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
When they grew up.
Yeah, when they grew up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been open now talking about it. It took me a while. No bullshit.
It's embarrassing.
It's fucking. I have 4 siblings, so they would bully me and tease me, man. I think I stopped peeing in bed maybe like 4th grade.
Okay, that's old.
Yeah, it's fucking late.
I mean, I was 17, but
yeah.
Not to brag.
And I just remember like being so stressed out about that, bro. Like it would be the worst. Like I would try to pray it away, you know. I would do everything. I would not drink liquids like 6 p.m. sharp. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with liquids.
It's not gonna get me tonight.
I don't care how thirsty I get. I'll be like, I am done. And those nights when I really try hard and I was still like maybe a little, I'm like, I'm like, this ever gonna stop? My because my siblings, they'll try to extort me for things with that information. Like, oh, let me finish your chicken nuggets. I'm like, nah. If you don't give me your chicken nuggets, I don't tell everybody at school you a pee-pee head.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my big sister was evil.
What were they age? So were they all close to age with you?
My little brother's only like 2 years younger than me. And then my older sister was maybe like 4 years older than me. And so then my mom was like, she's Nigerian. And so she's just telling my business on the phone. Do you know what Chinedu is do? Peeing in the bed. I'm like, what the fuck?
Even your mom's in on it.
I'm just telling people it's helping me, bro.
No.
So yeah, but then finally, I don't know how. I think I say this on stage, but I think honestly, the way that I stopped, I accept it. I might never stop. I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm never gonna stop. PPF for life. Fuck it. I was like, yeah, man. I just started owning that shit in the house. Like, I fucking pee in the bed, bro. So I can beat you at basketball too. Yeah. And once I started owning it, it just stopped. It's like a life lesson, really. And I felt like me and God got really tight after that. I was like, God, that's my dog. But you know what I mean? Like, why are you such a believer, Chin? Because I stopped peeing in bed in 4th grade, man.
They say though it is like a very like once it happens once, that's when it got bad. Like then I think you go in like a full panic.
Yeah.
Like I can't control this.
Man.
And then once you do kind of like own it and then like get through it mentally, it goes away.
Yeah, I think because like if you're thinking about not peeing in bed, your brain is like you're essentially like indirectly thinking about peeing. Yeah. Just in general. Mm-hmm. And so you're going with that thought while you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just a bad idea.
Sometimes before a podcast, like I will be like, because I usually drink like a protein shake and stuff in the morning. Yeah. And if I'm filming, I don't drink them till later. Yeah. Because I'm like, and every day is different. Like some days I'm okay throughout the day, just normal. And then some days I'm like, holy shit, I can't stop peeing.
Man, I was a cool kid, so that would crush me. If kids found out at school, I was like, man, this is going to crush me.
Oh, 4th grade too, like prime time
going
to be
into
bullied.
Middle school, that MO on me. Oh, man. So when I stopped before middle school, I was like, yes, I'm invincible now.
Yeah, middle school is hard. I'm trying to remember what grade I was in. I think it was 9th, or was it middle school? 9th grade. I pissed my pants laughing in school, at school. Yeah. So I panicked and I threw my whole pants in the sink.
So wait.
I just soaked my jeans in the sink. So
no pants at all? You just went no pants?
I soaked them in the sink and I put on fully wet pants.
Then you put them back on.
Fully wet.
Yeah, that's smart. You need to think about like a more spotted frame of action. Like, oh yeah, the sink was broken and it sprayed
Yeah,
me.
crazy.
You said no, the
pants.
whole.
And
I was going to change colors.
I want more of a dark denim.
Yeah, he just walked out with pants.
I don't even like. The crazy thing is, I think I've suppressed it so hard. I don't remember what happened after that.
I feel like it worked.
Maybe.
What grade is this?
It was his 9th grade.
9th grade, maybe.
It's kind of older.
Was it hot out or
Yes,
raining?
Florida. So it probably dried up pretty
Quickly.
Yeah.
Just a pee left.
Just one?
just
like, how does that happen?
Just the outline of the pee. Not the most of it's gone, but just the acidic outline.
Oh, just like a white crust, like when you don't sweat dries. That's so gross.
Funny.
It's great though that you're talking about that.
Yeah, you know what? It was I don't know how I got to this point talking about it. I think I was on stage. That's what it was. My sisters were in town, and they rarely see me perform. And they pull up to the West Side Comedy Theater, and I was on stage, and I was just kind of like riffing. And then that's how I like started talking about my sister, how she used to bully me. I used to pee in the bed. And I was just on stage, like just telling like true shit around that time. And it was like people were just laughing their ass off. Then I was like, all right. And so I was like, I recorded it, just my voice. I'm like, okay, let me make a joke about it. I think it's time.
Do you talk more about her like other bullying situations?
On stage, not yet, but I do have other instances for sure. She used to cheat at Monopoly. I used to hate her for that. Oh, I used to hate her for that. She cheated at Monopoly so much. We used to like my mom and dad very like stringent and very serious about like always cleaning the house and making sure it's like in order. And we used to like make our bed, and she'll like come in, like mess it up. Minutes before my mom came home, I was like, oh, I'm stressing out, trying to get the corners tucked in. Or I might not even know. I might be downstairs chilling.
Yeah, well, she's just destroying
Bruh.
it. That's evil.
Evil, man. She's the nicest person in the world, I swear to you.
No.
Growing up, though, evil.
I was an older sister, so I understand her.
I was like, why are you doing this?
I was that person to my younger brother, so
Yeah.
I get where she's coming from.
But it was cool. I think she was just, enjoying being an older sibling. she snapped out of it randomly because we were like, me and my brother playing video games. She was like came in to mess with us, and then this like we're like still young. We're like I'm like maybe 7th grade. He's 5th grade, but like our bodies are starting to get bigger a little bit. And she was like messing with us, and we were like, man, get off! You play too much. And I think like she was like trying to hold, and I pushed her, and she like tripped over something behind her, and she hit her nose, and she started bleeding. And she was like, and then she like ran out, kind of like a little teary eyed. Me and little brother looked at each other, we were like, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
We got her.
Yeah. And then we like realizing our strength. Like, wait, are we stronger than her? I think we're stronger than her.
That's the day your life completely changed.
I was like, hey man, back the fuck up. I didn't realize how strong I am, but I know now. You know what I mean?
Your powers.
Yeah, we realized like, oh shit, I think I'm stronger than my parents. You like grab your mom's belt. She tried to like, no more spankings.
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's the last spanking, mom. I'm telling you right now. Just talk to me like a regular note, okay?
Someone was just telling me on the podcast that their younger brother, who was it? Their younger brother just pretended like they liked it when they got spanked, and then their mom never spanked them again. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Like, that's a good way to end that.
I seen this randomly, this one prank on Twitter yesterday where a guy, he goes around pretending he's choking. He's like,
oh God.
And the guy's like, and so, a random stranger's like, oh, he's like, he taps his back, like, help me. And the guy gets behind him, like, trying to, he goes, oh. And the guy's like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
That shit was so funny, man.
I don't know if I'd be able to do pranks like that.
It's a dangerous game.
Right?
Yeah, you got to choose them wisely, man. You just never know who's on their last straw.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to get stabbed over some shit like that,
No. Or just, like, I just feel like I feel bad, like, putting those people in those situations.
Yeah. But honestly, I think people, like, if I got pranked, as long as it's, like, chill.
Yeah.
Even if, like, that, like, for example, that, I wouldn't trip off that. That would just be like, oh, what a fun story to tell a friend. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like just breaking up people's monotony.
That's true.
Yeah.
If it's, lighthearted stuff.
For sure, lighthearted shit. But if your life is already kind of, like, random and crazy, that could really throw a wrench. But if you're like a bank teller, that could be, make your week.
Like, this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah, my life is already random. Please, just mix me with that.
This is not for me.
Yeah. At all, for sure.
Have you ever done a joke that this is usually like people say like doctor's visits and stuff. Have you ever tried a joke that just doesn't work from a real life moment?
I feel like yes and no, because I think yes, not because, I mean, it didn't work, but I think I just lost the love for it and I didn't take time to figure out how to make it work. I feel like any joke could work.
Yes.
But it's like, do I love it that much to put that much work into it? Like, is that story that significant, or this one line of it that funny to me to where I want to continue down this journey and figure it out? So I think I have like jokes like that where I just kind of give up on them pretty quickly.
And then sometimes though, those come back.
And that so true.
You kind of just have to put them aside for now.
And then you might have another joke. Like, oh, what about that one? It actually fits perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, the puzzles just kind of come together. It could be months from that point or years. You just never know. And you're so right. It's like a beautiful thing when that happens too.
Yeah.
It's so fucking great. I love that.
You made me think when you said like in either the jokes are embarrassing or like if you're like confident on stage, that's such, or self-deprecating or confident. But then it makes me think like those are I feel like being confident on stage is one of the biggest things to get an audience on your side.
For sure.
But then self-deprecating, people love when people are self-deprecating.
Because that's confidence too.
I guess
the fact that you're able to make fun of yourself, it's like you have nothing to hide.
There you go, yeah.
You're comfortable in your skin. You're comfortable with who you are. You understand that everybody has a story to tell. Everybody has stories they're hiding that they don't want to tell. And I think that what makes people drawn to those types of comics, because that does come off confident to me. It's a guy that can just be true and honest about what he's going through or his thoughts, whatever. I feel like that's how like stand-up comedy got its legs. It was a place you could walk into a building, see a person on stage, talking a way that you will only talk with your best friend.
Definitely.
Because, when we become adults, you got to be a role model at your traditional job. You got to be a role model in your household. You kind of lose a lot of like that childhood, humor to yourself. But then there's this place that you hear about. Oh, wow, this comedy club, this guy said this. He said that in front of who? And they go in and like, oh, but and people that understand that, like when you're in here, this is what this is for. Those are like real comedy fans. You know what I mean? Like we don't say we're joking because we're in the place where that's assumed. So whether we're being truthful or not, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the assumption, right? So I think that's how like comedy honestly got its legs, and I think that's like some of the best type of humor. Like, it is self-deprecating humor because the thing you feel like you only went through and the world is like there's so many people that went through that same thing. Yeah,
that's the best when you say a joke and then people come up to you after, like something that you think is so specific to you.
Yeah, I had a lot of like in the closet PP heads come up. Because I always ask before I start to like, anybody stop PP head? Like, and a lot of people they don't want to admit it. But after the show, they're like, yo, I love that PP head joke, man. Yeah, that will hit close to home. Not my home, but
I have like a 10-minute pee joke, and I'm like, also I'll ask too, because I'm like, is this gonna relate to anybody?
Yeah, they leave you hanging up there.
They do. And then a lot of the times people will point to their friend.
Yeah, I love those people. Yeah, throw them out the closet, man. Or you can tell people laugh a little too hard, like,
yes,
my pee head right here. You laughing too hard, brother.
The big laugh will get you.
That's how you know. So I think that's why people love comedy, man. It's like you could say things in a way that I couldn't put into words that A, makes it okay to say, or B, you might help me heal from that thing or whatever, they come to laugh. Some come to understand, to feel, whatever, it's dope.
Yeah. I just remembered Paul Verzi was another P head. So yeah, Sarah Silverman, Mark Norman, you, Paul Verzi, and me.
And there's
gotta be more.
Oh, there's more. I promise you.
Gotta be more.
There's gotta be more,
But then I think like if that's so many comedians, like going through that has to be like one factor that made you do comedy. Like,
I wonder if like that played a part. Like, I mean, after, I stopped early, so I wasn't even thinking about like stand-up comedy during that time.
But just like the inner monologue of a child like feeling uncomfortable and embarrassed.
It's character building. Like you going through something that like you feel like you can't stop, but you want to stop. Like that, you're changing so much as a child, just of like how you see the world and like, well, what else is out there that I won't be able to control. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think to go through something of like that nature, even though in the grand scheme of things is kind of small. Yeah, it was. I think it's for sure. It's a character building situation, man. You know, it's funny. Last night I did that joke, and there was a woman in the crowd named Rose, and she says, "Oh, she used to pee in bed too." And I asked her, "How did you stop?" And she said, "There was my mom. There was this medication that I used to stop." And I was like, "Wait, there was medication for this shit?" And a part of me, in that moment, I truly believed there was medication. But after thinking about it today, this morning, I was like, there probably isn't medication. I haven't Googled this, mind you. But I wonder if her mother just like made a placebo for mentally to get her past it. And she, as a grown woman, haven't realized that yet. So I haven't Googled to like the answer.
She's still taking Tic Tacs every day.
It could be true, but I would imagine I would have heard about it. Not that my parents were looking for solutions to help me besides yelling at me, but I wonder if that's actually a real thing, or it's just something her mother, brilliantly done to help her child mentally get over that hurdle.
That would have been smart.
It would have been smart.
Said, I do think it is a mental hurdle.
For sure, it's all mental. It's all mental. Because literally, once I accepted I might never stop and I became okay with it, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like once I stopped drinking,
yeah. Yours more a physical action.
They're like, stop comparing your drinking problem to.
I totally get what that whole diabetes thing, man. Because I get it, bro.
It's like someone bored with diabetes and then someone who loves chocolate.
Exactly. Right.
I totally see what you're going through.
The perfect example. A person was passed down through genetics, and then a person just loves cake too much.
Like, fuck you.
Like, I get it, man. Cause I got my diabetes around 43. So I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Oh, yeah, boy.
We're the same. Just completely the same.
You couldn't let go of that umbilical cord, huh? Sugar is too good, huh?
Oh. Are there any... We have time for one more. Are there any other jokes you're working on right now? Or things you've gone through?
Things I've gone through.
It could be anything.
There's a joke it's not like even done. It's like just a placeholder right now, but I just had like this funny thought where I was like, was I meant to be a comedian or was I just meant to be like the funniest person at a law firm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
a law firm too. Lawyers always become comedians.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. I was like, wait, for real?
A lot of lawyers become comedians.
Which ones?
I'll have to look it up. But
From a lot to have to look it up.
No. I'm not.
all the comedians that peed in the bed. But the lawyers, those slip my mind.
I will get you the names. I studied all these comedy books, and there's always like the history of comedy. A lot of them were lawyers first.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Okay, but wait, sorry,
because it's like debating,
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like, or like the guy blessing you with like the gift of, I guess, gab or Billy make people laugh to do as a profession, or just to get promoted quickly.
Yeah.
Just a random thought I had, but yeah,
that asshole that always makes the boss laugh and everyone else hates.
That's it, and they love keeping him or her around because they just help the clock go by faster. Mm-hmm. I remember my first job was at Gap Kids. And this was like maybe a few months left of high school, right? And I was so excited to have a job because I've been applying forever, and I couldn't understand how I could get a job. Had good grades, all this shit, but no one wanted to hire me. Gap Kids finally hired me, so I was uber thankful. And I was just in there like, whatever. But I remember the clothes were so small, my hands were so big, and I was struggling because it was like a Gap, half Gap Kids, half Baby Gap. And I was like, bruh, these fucking baby clothes, I can't, my hand's too big to fold these motherfuckers. And so I love the denim mall because I was like, I could make that perfect. But they didn't care because I just like made everybody laugh throughout the day. And I would just sing the songs and just be like really goofy and shit. And then I found out one of the coworkers left to go to the Gap, which was in the same mall. And I was like, yo, can I just go to the Gap? Because it's the same discounts, the same store essentially. It's just bigger clothes. I could, fold things there easier. And they're like, honestly, Chin, we thought about just moving you to the Gap, but we just like having you at the Gap Kids, so we're not going to move you. And I was like, well, all right. And then I realized my power. Like, well, I'm not working that hard no more.
Yeah, for sure. They just want me.
Yeah, I could be way more useful over there, but you guys are kid. I don't know nothing about kids, I'm just here. Yeah.
The clothes are just balls.
Yeah. So I realized that early. Like, man, if you make, the workplace a better place to be and, more easier around, you just keep things light and you're doing your work at a productive manner, shit, you get promoted so fast.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people, though, could relate to, like, being the funniest person in the workplace because those are the people that come to stand-up shows.
Yeah, because they just imagine.
Yes.
Deep down, like, I feel like I could do that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times they don't really know where or how to start.
It's a lot. They'll have like families and like can't. Yeah. They can't commit to a whole lifestyle.
How did you start? How did you like jump in?
I was obsessed with SNL.
Dope.
So in the movie Superstar, Molly Shannon.
Yeah.
So then I did improv classes in Florida, like on the side of college.
Yeah.
And then moved here once I graduated. And went to the Groundlings and stand up and juggled both. I don't recommend anyone juggling improv and stand up because you grow so slow at both.
Yeah, it's funny. That's so interesting you said that because I took some classes at UCB.
Cool.
And I remember when I finished like all the classes essentially you could take were just improv, right? There was like the next thing was, all right, Chin, you want to join a team? And by that time I was doing like stand up already for like 8 years, and I was like, I could feel I didn't realize how much of a world that was until I was taking classes there. That I was like, oh, I don't think I can do both. Not the way I should do it.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Because that is, but also like improv is such a dope world because it's such a team environment. Right. And I feel like that's a lot of like improv people. I think you see them working oftentimes behind the scenes, like in the writer's room, stuff like that, because they already haven't known that we're going to look out for each other. Because they've been in that team environment forever. Stand-up is great because I think it's you can actually make more money just doing that. Improv is always like a way to get into a way to make money versus like just making money doing improv. Definitely. That exists as well, but not in the sense that stand-up exists. You could literally just do stand-up if that's what your choice is. So I think that is a little bit of the pros and cons.
Yeah, you totally see, like, as I think I was about like 8 years in stand-up when I quit. It was because it was like right before the quarantine a little bit. I was juggling both the whole time. Yeah. And then, it was when it got to the end where you had to do writing lab. And I was like, I can't stand up. I love stand up so much more.
And what's writing lab? That's where
it's like the end of Groundlings where you do like sketch writing class. So you actually do sketches versus doing improv.
Got you. So you jump into a sketch writing class to perform the sketches as well, or just to write them?
You perform them at the end.
Nice.
And if you don't pass, you're out of the Groundlings forever.
Wow.
Like you don't even get.
But they pass everybody.
No. They fail everybody there.
Really?
Oh my god.
I'm always like want to do that just for the challenge now. Like,
yeah, right.
You're not gonna fail me, motherfucker. Who do you think you are?
Try me.
Are you kidding, Groundlings? I'll show you. You're out here failing people after years of classes.
How dare you? I went all through UCB.
Yeah, I paid you $30,000.
Oh my god, and the money. Don't even get me started about the money. Oh, I don't recommend improv. No.
Chasing dreams are expensive.
Yeah, stand-up's great.
Yeah, stand-up is just, the beauty about stand-up too is like you have a funny idea, you could try it that night. That's the part I just love. But it also makes it hard to wait for everything else because everything else out in this world is a weight. It's a big weight.
Such a weight.
With the internet it makes it better because, Manny's a great example of this. You think of something funny, you just put it up. But, that's what I always love about stand-up. It go from idea to, actuality that fast if you so choose. And then you can just continue working on it as much as you want. So, yeah, wait, I don't remember the question. How do we get on this topic? I can't remember.
No, I think we're good. I was just going to say last thing and then ask for plugs is my favorite thing, like you were saying, like when your sister was in the audience, when you just get to riff and come up, like pull those things that you didn't even think were going to happen.
Yeah.
That is my absolute favorite.
Those are the best. I think that's really like a part of my writing process is where I have a joke that works, or even if it doesn't work, or just parts of it work. I'll always like when I'm performing it, I'll leave myself open for my brain to surprise me. So I won't be like, okay, I have to say this. I have to say it this way or not. I'll like try different inflections or I'll just riff in the moment, in between the jokes. I know I could still end here to try to find more of it. It's like writing on stage almost, you know?
It's the best way.
It's great.
I could never, when I sit down and write, like none of that comes up the way it comes out when you're given that time.
I think your brain is just more heightened.
Oh yeah, it's like in the middle of a match.
Yeah,
it's just going.
Exactly. Your fight or flight system's kicking in. Your adrenaline is a little bit up. You probably had a drink. You know,
probably pissing yourself on stage.
You know, probably just piss. Your jeans are soaked. You know, because you got to hide it. So it's a lot going on, which is good for creativity.
Yeah, it's great. You know what I mean? It's really good.
Yeah, especially if the crowd is hot too. They're already fucking with you.
Oh yeah,
that's when you can really be like, you know, experimental.
Yeah, that's when the magic happens.
I like to start sometimes with a question that's around the joke I'm about to get into and riff with that. And I might find stuff that could go in the joke later.
That's smart. I watched Geoff. What's his name from New York? Geoff.
I know Geoff Keefe, but that's not him though. Because he lives out here. I know Jeff Brown.
I'm blanking. We just watched this one comedian who that's what he did too. Like asked the question and you could tell he was working on stuff.
Sure.
And then would get into the things. I was like, that's smart. Because in the audience, it's just like more fun.
Yeah, and it feels supernatural, and they don't know when the joke starts and when it ends, and it just feels like, you know, a conversation. That's like my style of comedy. I like to feel like we're just hanging out, we're having a conversation.
I'm so grateful we're in the time where that's like more of the style versus back then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, there's a place for that too, right? Like in parts of your bit, you don't want interruption. You just want to kind of like get through it. But I think for like every show, even if it's the same jokes I'm doing, every show feels different because I'm very much in the room. And there's pros and cons, in my opinion, to that. The pro is every show feels different, and like they don't mind you doing the same joke sometimes because, you know, it just feels like a different
You could go to different places.
For sure. The con of that, when it's time to like tape a special or some shit, you're kind of like, oh yeah, I've never done this set without talking to anybody. So, or I don't even know what's my favorite way of doing this joke or where this joke should go, you know? So it's a lot of like, let me figure this shit out real quick.
You just feel more robotic and
confined. And it's so weird not ever talking to anybody during the set. Even if it's like a quick something. Because I just hate doing a full set without talking to the audience, even for like 30 seconds, just to break it up. I think it's a teacher in me too, because I used to teach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So as a teacher, one of the secrets, or one, you know, a skill for like good classroom management is to make sure you're not boring up there, right? So you break it up by asking questions and not just picking on people that raise their hand. Pick on people that didn't raise their hand, because now you like everybody's kind of like, oh, this
on edge,
which means they're listening, they're more awake now, you know. So you just kind of like, boom, just hit somebody with this, or you know, Chrissy, and then after somebody answers, if you have a student that usually don't know the answers because their skill level or whatever, you give them a chance to still participate. Like, Mary, what did Julie say?
Yeah.
And that person gets to repeat it. Feels like they participated. Still get all right, good job, that was great. You know, and it's kind of bringing everybody in. So it's just kind of like knowing. So I think it's a teacher in me too. I kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is exactly like good crowd work, just being a good teacher.
Just being a good teacher. Literally. Like,
that's cool. You would never think that would come in handy.
Yeah, for sure. Comedy definitely helped me be a better teacher. Teaching definitely helped me be a better comedian, because I was in front of people. And, you know, I was in front of people in the daytime. That would be in front of people at nighttime. So I think it all counts. You know?
And students are very judgy too.
Yeah, teaching mild to moderate sped students algebra. It's a lot harder than telling jokes to people pissing themselves. They're so drunk, you know? Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, you guys just follow me on the IGs. Yeah, I'm thinking like, should I change my IG name? It's so complicated.
You changed it?
No, I haven't, but I was wondering if I should. Anyway, it's just Chinedu Unaka, so CHINEDU UNAKA. So it's Chin, like your face, EDU like education, UN United Nations, AKA also known as. All right.
What do you mean? That's so simple.
I know, right? So fucking simple. Somebody just falls asleep like.
No, I would leave it. They'll find you.
Yeah.
Links will be below if you didn't catch on to that.
Man, I want to name it to change to just Chin. So like GUST. But there's some random Asian dude that owns that name.
Damn.
He only has, he don't use his page. I try to DM him, but he's just not having it. So
shit, maybe one day you'll get him. But I wouldn't lose yours, if anything.
Exactly. When I change it, save it.
get a different one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Risk free.
Yeah, I got to change like middle of the night just in case. Make sure half the world's sleeping. 4 a.m. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Because you have like a 30-second window before somebody else,
It's terrifying. I've done that before. I'm like, oh.
Exactly. Like, let's see.
All right. Well, I'll put everything below. And thank you so much for doing
No
it.
problem. I appreciate you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.